Okay, we're going to continue with the Temple of the Thramish Keepers. The last session saw the party making it to the temple and even going inside, fighting a jack-o'-lantern in a dungeon. However, they did lose their entire adventuring party to the mysterious gestures with a knife and a rope bridge involving Dagon and Claire at the moment, but which might be a good thing for the party as they head deeper into this temple, looking for this staff of Dragon's Bane. So yeah, we'll just get right to it. From what I remember, you guys had just finished up the jack-o'-lantern fight there.
Yeah.
Which was not too far off from the main entryway, the main room.
And we rested. Yeah. I remember that.
And you rested, yeah.
I've prepared Phantasmal Force and Web as my level 2 spells.
Very good.
The usual level 1s.
Okay. Let's see. I guess we can even say you possibly rested. Where would you have rested? In the room where you killed the jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah, I think that's where we rested.
Yeah, okay. That's perfect. So, you're, I guess you're waking up, probably not exactly sure what time it is, but your biological clock is probably pretty accurate. It's probably early in the day. There's no light coming from outside. But, yeah, you can have at it, basically. Go where you wish. There were the four cells that you had checked through, including a fight. Aside from that, there's just the exit out of this room.
That wasn't a fight, Marcus. That was a massacre.
Yeah.
So we should head back to the room with the two dragon statues, right?
Yeah. Am I remembering right, thinking that touching one of them did something horrible to us, or is this a different adventure? Remember, one opened the door and it unlocked this.
One opened the door, and one seemed like it was there was a sound like it was a trap going off, but nothing happened.
Yeah. The gods were smiling on you with that check.
And if I remember correctly, there's two doors out of this room that we haven't checked. There's one to the north, and there's one in the northwest corner going west. Facing west, is that right?
So you guys had come in this main room with the two dragons. You had gone to the west, actually.
Sorry, east.
Yeah. So east, there's a door. North, there's a passageway, and then on the southwest, there is a door.
And we've opened that door. That's where we found the.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Cobras, yeah, which we killed, and we didn't die. I was very surprised.
This is true. Let me check that off.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, the north and the east, basically.
So there's a passage to the north and a door in the northeast corner.
Correct.
Okay. So I guess can we have a look up this passage?
Yeah, definitely. It's about 30 feet deep, 10 feet wide, and at the end, it branches off to the right and to the left, so it's like a T.
Okay. Can we hear anything coming down the? Can we hear any noise when we listen at the passageway?
Let's see. No, you wouldn't hear anything. Just pretty silent.
Seems safe.
Okay. Can I examine the door in the northeast corner?
Let's see, northeast. Yes, you can. It is not locked, and it looks like it could be pushed open.
Okay. Is there a keyhole to peep through?
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll say there is.
Don't forget, I have the cantrip to open doors from 10 feet away, if you want.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So as he goes down to put his eye to the keyhole, I'm going to open that door from 10 feet away.
Very nice.
Okay.
So whether or not Lauren would notice that, the door does push open magically.
I'm filling in for Sean.
Yeah, basically. And yeah, you're looking at a 60-foot deep hallway heading off to the east. And at the end, it looks like kind of a, let's say, 30 by 30 room. But you can't make out very much. It's a little dark from where you are.
Okay, so I guess I'll try and move silently down the passageway.
Do you want me to stay back a bit then, or do you want me right behind you? What do you want me to do?
That web spell might come in handy if you wanted to stay reasonably close.
Maybe 15 feet back, because I'm probably not as quiet as you.
Okay.
Okay, and I will try and be quiet.
What's the range on your web spell?
Web, that's a good question. It is 10 foot per level, 40 feet.
Okay, cool. So if you say like 20 feet behind me, then...
Yeah, I can easily catch you in it, don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So I'll just move down towards the open doorway.
Okay. Yeah. So this square chamber basically looks like almost like a what you call them, like pillows, kind of going around the room, around the walls, almost like meditative pillows. They all look quite old. Some of them are even torn, very dusty. But aside from that, on the eastern wall, there is another door.
I'm going to use my other cantrip, which is Mage Hand, and can lift something up to a pound at long range. I'm going to use that to shift around some of these pillows without going too near them.
Nice. Okay, yeah, and you can do so. Nothing immediate seems to happen.
Okay.
How noisy is this, would you guess? Probably not terribly if it's pillows.
Silent, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be floating around some pillows.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. But yeah, nothing, no traps trigger. No gold falls from the ceiling.
No centipedes come out from underneath them.
No centipedes. No, sadly not.
I'm paranoid. There's a door to the east, you said, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. Well, my good man, what do you think?
I think you should just use your mage hand to open it, or use your cantrip to open the door.
The open door, yeah. That's from 10 feet away. So I'll go stand 10 feet away from it and to the side, like to the south. Where are you going to stand?
I'll stand 10 feet away from you in the north, so I'm close enough to save you should anything go wrong.
So I'll open the door. And I guess we can't really get into it either of those, though.
Sorry?
I guess neither of us can actually see into the room. So I'll open the door, and the two of us are now looking at each other and going,
And where are you standing?
I'm standing 10 foot to the south of it, and my colleague is standing 10 foot to the north of it, assuming it's in the middle of the wall.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so that's good. So as your mage hand opens it, a crossbow bolt does shoot through the hallway, through the doorway and past you before it probably falls eventually. But yeah, it was going quite fast.
Okay. I'm glad I wasn't quiet.
I wonder if that was mechanically shot, if that was a trap, or if there's an angry orc in there. I'm going to shout over him. What do you think? Do you want to stick your head in there?
Yeah, I'll have a very quick peek around the corner to see what I can see.
Okay, and maybe 20 feet away, you see like a circular stone chamber. Of course, it's built into the cave, into the mountain there. But kind of standing in it, there's 4 of these kind of muscular humanoids. They have grayish skin. Aside from that, you can't see many more details. They're wearing kind of a tribal sort of looking clothing and things, some various armors. But yeah, one of them is holding a crossbow and it's pointing at the doorway. And again, they're about 20 feet away.
Okay, well, I'll shoot him.
I'll cast web on the 4 of them and fill that area. And also, what's the volume again? Hang on, sorry. It
is really big.
8 10 by 10 by 10 cubes, 8,000 cubic feet. So I will get. That's only, So the room is. How wide's the room?
Let's see. It's about 40 feet. It's like a 40-foot circle.
Cool. So I will web I will web those guys, just catching the guy at the back, and then as far towards us as possible without getting us. So that they'll have to wade through some webs to us.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see. They do get the saves, right, to see if they can move.
Basically, they get a save if they fail the save.
Yeah.
Sorry, they only get the save if they are strength 13. Oh no, where is it? Sorry. It's a big long thing. So they make a save versus death, right? If the save succeeds, they're entangled, but they can still move half speed, can't cast spells, can't perform normal attacks, and the GM decides what are the things they're able to do.
Okay.
If they fail the save, they're just stuck there and they're completely bound.
Okay. I'll just do one save for the 4 of them, I guess. And they fail.
Excellent. So
yeah, these 4.
Will I pass you arrows?
they're just completely stuck.
So if they've strength 13 or higher, or 4 or more hit dice, each round they will get another save. If they have strength 12 or less than 4 hit dice, they don't.
It's all looking good. They have a strength of 11. God damn it.
Okay, so, I'm just going to relax while my colleague fills in for arrows.
Basically, yeah. So you can describe how you want to fell these Grimlocks if you wish, because they're essentially.
It'll last 80 minutes. Maybe we should talk to the last one before we kill him. What do you think?
Yeah, okay, let's do that. What did you say they were? Grenwalds?
Grimlock. So they're like blind, kind of grayish humanoid dudes.
They did shoot a crossbow at us. I don't think they're friendly.
No.
But we talked to one of them first, I suppose. Hello, well met. Can you understand us? We're friends.
And let me see. I don't think you would understand them. What languages do you know?
I speak Orcish and Common.
You'll be able to talk with them with the Orcish, I suppose. And he'll just kind of he'll just spit at you. Actually, sorry, my voice is going out. He'll just kind of spit at you and say, "Killed my friends. Kill me. Let me die."
Okay. Well, you heard the man.
That was easy.
So I'll just put an arrow into his eye and we'll move on.
Okay.
Don't forget to kill all of them.
Sorry, I'm presuming the other 3 are dead, right?
Yeah, they're all dead at this point, I suppose. There's 2 hit dice.
I don't have any web left now. Oh well.
Okay, aside from that, what else is in the room? Back to my map. Okay, so yeah, you had that. Okay, aside from that, you find some of their bags and things, which you're more than welcome to look through. There's also a passageway heading off to the north. No door, but it looks like it only goes maybe 20 feet before breaking off to the left, so towards the west.
Okay.
So let's search their gear first, see if we
find let's see what goodies they have.
Okay. So, silver-wise, or I guess for gold, they have only 100 between all of them, 100 gold pieces. You'll be able to find some ropes. You will find some dry rations. You'll find water skins. You'll even find water skins filled with blood. You'll find various feathers. And
I'll keep the war skins full of blood for Dagon.
oh yeah, I'll probably very much enjoy that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, maybe I should be rolling for him. Nah, fuck it. But yeah, and aside from that, nothing else. Not a very good group of adventurers, those Grimlocks.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right, yeah. So aside from that, yeah, you got this north passageway, and I think it's
Okay, so I guess we'll head north and
Okay.
have a quick look around the corner. I'll have a little look around the corner.
I'll stay 20 feet behind you and try and be quiet.
very nice. So looking around the corner, there's another passageway, again, about 60 feet. And then you can see the beginning of what looks like a very large open chamber. There's some dim torchlight flickering from it. You don't hear anything, but it's hard to make anything else out without going closer.
So it's dimly lit, is it?
Yes.
And does it look like, is it flickering like torchlight, or is it?
Yeah, it's flickering at that kind of random intervals like torchlight.
Okay. So I guess I will creep very quietly, or as quiet as possible, up the corridor towards the entrance.
Very nice. And inside this room, you see kind of what looks like maybe a temple almost. I mean, it's in like a room, being that it's in the side of a mountain here. But yeah, so essentially at the south end, there's an altar. Looks like it has a dried reddish substance all over it. There's steps leading up to it. Aside from that, there's of course the torches running along the western and eastern walls. The north wall, there's two double doors. Aside from that, there is a large gong on the left side of the altar.
We should totally ring that. No, don't.
with a mallet and a bucket next to it, like a little, bucket sort of thing. With a mallet.
So I'd say that those stains in the altar are probably some sort of berry tea, because this is a very rural area, and I'd say they're big into their berry tea. That seems likely, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. I do have a water skin full of blood if we want to put any more on the altar, by the way.
I don't know. Do you want to have the mage hand do it?
We could always put some on the altar and then ring the gong. What do you think? It's a terrible idea, but I know Dagon would want to do it.
Oh, absolutely. And what's the distance on the mage hand?
Let's see. Oh, that's in PDF. If I'm only doing the pound thing, it's quite far. I'll have to look it up, but I think maybe like 40 feet or something like that. If I'm pushing someone with my own strength, then it's short, like 10, 15 feet. So it's at least 40 foot for the 1 pound thing.
But you could ring the gong from the corridor, potentially.
I really don't think we should ring the gong. I think I'm full of terrible
I'll just approach the altar and see if it's actually blood.
You think it's the berry tea thing, right?
I'm just double checking just to make sure.
Are you licking it?
You're pretty confident it is blood. Yeah, do you want to taste it at all?
No, I think I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty confident that it's just blood.
Okay, and there's no door in the western wall, is there?
No, just the north.
Just the double doors in the north.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and do they? Okay. So I'll approach the door on the left, and see if I can hear anything on the far side.
You do not.
Okay. So I nod to Bilfer and say, "Do you want to open this with your magic?"
It can open normal doors. These look very big and heavy.
Yeah, but they're not like terribly heavy.
Okay. I think the GM wants us to open them, which probably means it's certain death. I'm like, okay, you want me to open the doors? Cool. So will we do that? Do you want to stand in front of it and so you can see in the room? Because I think it'll be important to be able to see in the room, and so you can scream, "Run away!" if we need to
I
run
agree.
away.
Maybe we. Okay, so if you
Or at
open the
least-
door on the left,
You could stand a little off to the side, so you're not right in front of, say, projectiles out the door. But, be able to see into the room, maybe.
Okay, yeah. So if you open the door on the left, then
Okay.
we can stand kind of slightly to the right, so we're closer to the exit. Should we need to exit?
Okay, well, I'll have to stand within 10 feet of it, so I'll be up against the wall. So I'll open the door on the right, actually, just so I can be to the right of it. So I have to be within 10 feet of it. So I'm going to get up against the wall, 10 feet away from it, look at you, make sure you're in position, not right in front of the door, and that you're at least 15 feet back in case, like, a lightning bolt comes out. And then I'm going to open the door with the cantrip.
Okay, very good. So yeah, the door will, of course, you could pull it open towards you and towards the room you're in. And as you do so, a couple seconds pass with nothing happening, and then all of a sudden, just like this snap, and this wire that's about neck high, just kind of like shoots from one side to the other with a bolt on it, so it like hooks into the opposite side of the wall.
Like that cut your head off type thing.
Yeah, pierce your neck, slice your head off, something, depending on your size, I think. But yeah, after that, nothing.
Can Rob, what's your character's name again? Sorry,
Lauren.
Lauren, thanks. Just been a couple of weeks. Can Lauren see anything?
The hallway, heading off northwards, just another narrow chamber that kind of basically stays straight north, and it is dark, and at the end of it, maybe 40 feet down, is another rectangular chamber like the one you're in, but not quite as big. I'll say you can't see too many details, but
and is there a door into it, or is it just? It's just a passageway into another room.
Just a passageway this time.
I think Dagan would probably want to go first here. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Him and Igor.
Igor. We should totally get poor Igor killed. Yeah, he was walking forward. It's not our fault.
So yeah, Richter, Igor, whatever, can head forward.
We'll follow. Or do you want to go first, Lauren?
Yeah, maybe I'll go first. Maybe the next time we find a band of adventurers, you should try and charm one of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, they weren't. Oh, that's right. I have feckin' charm person prepared. I don't know what those things were. Yeah, if they were humanoids, it could have worked. Yeah.
Certainly worth a shot.
Yeah.
To save us having to, take risks like this.
I forgot I have that prepared.
Okay, so I will walk quietly up the corridor towards the new room, and I'll stop when I get to the end, and I'll have a quick look into the room and see what I can see.
And I'm following 20 foot behind them.
Nice. Yeah, so this room's basically a mirror of the other room, except this time it's a little bit smaller. The torches are not lit. And you think you can see kind of in the back, it's pretty dark. You think you see a kind of a figure kind of leaning over the altar there. You hear some strange noises happening. Fleshy kind of sounds.
Fleshy sounds?
Yeah.
Someone's having sex on the altar, right?
Not that sort of fleshy. Maybe the tearing of flesh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, part of my description.
We've all wanted to do that,
Yeah.
Is there any other doors in the room?
No, but there's. Oh, yes. On the west wall, kind of in the center of the room, on the left side.
I think
there is a door.
The creepy person who's probably doing some kind of weird sacrifice.
Okay. And the altar is directly north of the door, is it?
Yeah, the altar's at the far end, north. Yeah.
Okay. Should we speak to him? Should we shoot him? I don't know.
If he's tearing flesh, I think we should shoot him. Have we met anyone friendly in here yet?
Not yet.
No.
but-
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So I guess I'll shoot him and see what happens.
Very
Could
good.
possibly go wrong.
Okay, so let me see. You can roll an attack against him. Let's see what happens.
he turns into a dragon.
I wish. I wish. Don't give me
18.
ideas. What is it? 18?
17.
17. I just lost the page. That should hit. Yeah, that'll hit.
And are they humanoid? You get bonuses against humanoid, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'll definitely hit. Okay, so how much damage?
Is he humanoid?
Yeah.
Then it's 10.
Oh, jeez. Okay. This is,
That was a good roll.
that is very good. So, let's see. Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah, so this thing takes actually a nice little chunk of its damage. And roll initiative as this kind of hooded figure turns around, letting out this like terrible cry. Perhaps from what's his face, Richter's torchlight. Yeah, this creature just looks like a man, incredibly pale, with very jagged teeth, and as he yells, he's kind of screaming out in pain. He's on a 2 for initiative, actually.
Get him, Richter.
Oh gosh. Let's see. Okay, what is the initiative?
I'm on 5.
I'm on 5.
Okay, cool. So you can both go simultaneously.
Okay, so I'll just try and shoot him again.
Okay.
For 8.
Okay. Very. It's not gonna hit. 8 misses. And what about you, Ray?
How far away is he?
Let's see, where's my sticky map? About 40 feet.
Okay. Can I wait? Can I delay my action until he cuts near, assuming he does, and throw a dagger at him then?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then I won't do anything now.
Okay.
Oh, except
And on
shout,
his turn-
get him, Richter.
Okay, his turn. He's going to, let's see. Okay, he's gonna just rush forward. He has 40-foot movement, but he's gonna rush towards Richter. And
No, Richter, no.
he's going to let's see. He's gonna let's not do that. So he's just gonna attack it with his long claw-like fingernails. Let's see.
I think he totally would have talked with us, Lauren. Totally.
And he misses, sadly. Okay, so it's back to the top, but both of you simultaneously.
I'm going to throw a dagger. Oh, yes.
Oh wait, I guess I could be having Dagon. I'll have Dagon and Richter go this round, but yeah, you guys go first. I'll put them on a 3 start betraying.
So I got a 19, which becomes a 20, I think, for my level. So a 20 to hit, yeah.
Oh yeah, 20 definitely hits. Yep.
And 3 damage.
Okay, very good. Okay. And Lauren?
23 to hit
Oh,
and 6 damage.
damn. Okay. So yeah, this guy is definitely hurting. Has some fight in him. And we'll have Richter. I don't even know what kind of weapon Richter has.
I think he had a long sword because he was
Yeah.
Oh, right.
he was just a standard footman. Or
Okay.
Also because his master takes really good care of him.
Yes,
It's a bit
yes.
like Reek. Do you remember Game of Thrones and Reek? That's kind of how I'm picturing this.
Oh god. Well, he hits with the 19. Oh, nice. It's 7 points. Holy crap. Okay, so this creature is not looking too hot. And Dagon will stay back, I suppose, in the shadows, probably lurking.
He did like the shadows.
Then I'll go to the creature's turn. We'll try to counter Richter, evil, whatever. Nah, he misses pretty poorly. So back to the top, but you guys go for the Norn.
I'm going to kill him, finish him off with my dagger.
Oh, yeah.
3.
Definitely not finishing him off.
Yeah.
I have 18 to hit and 11 damage.
Oh, geez, yeah, you can describe spelling this hooded, pale, sharp tooth.
So yeah, I just I put the arrow as he goes to attack Richter with his big claw. I put my arrow into his wrist, explodes, and he just bleeds out on the ground,
Very good.
making funny noises.
Yeah, it's a very kind of chilling howl as he dies, and it turns into a very funny noise.
Dagon sniggering
Yeah.
away in the shadows, I imagine.
Yeah, Dagon will probably take some of the body parts when you're not looking.
That doesn't sound like him at all.
It's so strange.
So, do I recognize what this thing was? Did it seem like an undead, or the claws and the teeth, or
Yeah, it definitely seems vampiric.
vampire? Oh, great! I'm going to take one of your arrows and shove it through the thing's heart, just in case.
Yeah, probably.
Should we also take its head off?
Yeah.
Yeah, you work away with that, right? And I'll collect my daggers after I've stuck one of your arrows through its chest.
Both are solid ideas.
So yeah, I will chop its head off and throw its head back down the corridor we just came up.
Where Dagon will pick it up.
Where Dagon will pick it up and put it in his
Well,
bag.
no. Mysteriously, while you're busy, perhaps cleaning your weapons, the head that you had chopped off and rolled down the hallway mysteriously disappeared.
I think that head walked away.
Dagon's bag is just a little bit lumpier.
And dripping goo.
Perhaps.
So I think we should search this guy.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we'll see what he was hearing at. But first,
Very
let's search him.
nice. So on his body, under the cloak, he's just wearing kind of a looks like a farmer's clothing, but like a nice farm. Looks like he was a very wealthy farmer. Aside from that, you would find this dagger. It does appear to be magical. I think you would recognize.
Ooh, I'll take that.
Very good. And he also has a locket with a crudely drawn image of a woman inside of it.
I will take that locket. Maybe we can return it to its, let her know what befell her love, if that's what it is.
Very nice.
Do the clothes on the lady look contemporary?
No, it looks a little bit older.
Okay.
Or if it's not older, it's maybe a stranger type of dress that you've seen.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's anachronistic for sure.
Yeah. So let's go see what he was doing on that altar.
Age before beauty.
I'll trundle up, but I won't go too near. I'll stand about 20 foot away until I find out what I can see, and then I'll decide if I want to go any nearer.
Very good. And yeah, you would have to get closer to see what it is, but you do see just a naked body just on top of this like little altar.
Okay, I'll go stand, 10 foot away with my torch and look at it.
In case it
Yeah.
also comes back to life.
And I'll say, come on, Richter, keep an eye on me, I have this thing about bodies. They sometimes get up and attack you. It's creepy, really creepy. Plants don't do that. Though actually, it'd be really handy if they did that, if they worked for me.
And Richter would, of course, be right there with you. But yeah, so what you would see is just a naked body that looks kind of a little bit mangled, probably from like being drug up a mountain or something. But it's an older man. You can see the white hair. The neck is just completely like thrashed. I mean, it's just like bitten into and torn out, and it's kind of blood all over the altar there. But it's not moving or breathing.
I think we should chop its head off just in case.
That could be done if you wish.
Yeah, I'll take its head off, stick an arrow through its heart.
Yeah. If you take off 100 heads you don't need to, and one head you did need to, I figure it's worth the effort.
Absolutely.
Good budget.
Plus, it won't hurt because they're dead.
Yeah. Where's the head gone to? It was there a minute ago.
Okay. Yeah, what head are you talking about? What body?
So what does this creepy altar look like? Does it look like this was a sacrifice and some creepy vampire was then drinking his blood? Or
Yeah, that's the general impression you're getting, for sure.
Cool.
And it looks like this has probably been done many times before, just judging by the stains.
There's nice channels in the altar for blood to run off and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. Nice waterfall effect. The running blood.
Is there anything else in the room worth investigating?
Not in particular, unless you want to light some torches or something, or hit the gong. There is also a gong in this room. So.
There's a
Let's
second
not hit
gong.
the gong.
Okay.
Let's light the torches. I will. How much does a torch weigh? I'll send Richter around to light the torches. Good man, Richter. Will you light those torches for us? And I'll hand him my lit torch.
Yeah, and he would do so. And there's about 5 on each side of the room. And yeah, it just lights up the room. So you got a bit more light in there. That's nice. Above you can kind of see the crudely carved and slightly domed roof of this cave. But it's cool. It's nice. You can see that there is in fact like a kind of an old wooden door on the west wall. You can see it a little bit better. Looks like it could be pushed open.
I will take my torch back from Richter and say, "Thank you, Richter. Good man." If I die, I'm totally playing Richter, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is fine by me.
I'm totally not going to work for Tacken, though.
Yeah, you might have to do some questionable things as Richter if you work for Dagon. So.
Well, fair enough. Well, what do you think about this western door? It looks completely safe.
Yeah, sure. That's as safe as any of the other doors you've been through.
Well, none of them have hurt us so far.
So far, so good.
So will we do the usual thing? You stand off a bit at an angle, and I'll stand 10 foot to the north against the wall.
And I'll stand at an angle to the south, yeah.
Okay, so you can see in when it opens, yeah? But
yeah.
You're not like in directly to get shot. I'll get Richter to stand the other side of it, not in bow shot, and I'll open the door from 10 foot away.
Okay, very good. And it just opens right up, and nothing seems to happen.
I'll be staring at Lauren to see if he starts to run.
So we wait a minute or two, and after about 5 minutes, I'll approach the door and see what I can see up the
whatever's in there.
Up to whatever, the corridor, next room, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's just another corridor, but it's a bit wider. It widens up quite a bit. And at the end of it, you can't quite see, but it's just a dark room or chamber or something.
How long to the chamber? How far to the chamber?
About 30 feet.
Cool. Okay. How much does a torch weigh?
I'll tell you 2 seconds. Torch. It is 6 torches, 1 pound.
Okay, so I'm just checking mage hand. So I can move up to 1
This way
pound.
it's 1 pound.
So I can move it 40 feet away, 40 feet ahead of me using mage hand. So if you want, I could float a lit torch into that room from here. What do you think, Lauren?
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Okay, do you want to have your bow and arrow ready just in case?
Yeah, I'll prepare an arrow and
Yeah.
be hiding in the dark corner, waiting.
Grand. And I will hide in the other dark corner. We'll leave Richter in the middle of the passageway, and I'll float my my lit torch 40 foot down, so 10 foot into the room. To give us a better look into the room from a distance.
Yeah, definitely. And you're kind of looking at this almost like diamond shaped, but it's a really just crudely made room. So it gets a little deep, maybe 3-4 feet deeper. This little chamber, but there's just tons of bones, lots of bones in the center of it, just a pile of bones. There is a door on the far, let's call it the west corner of the room, but it's like diagonal from where you are.
How wide's the room across?
It's about 30 feet.
Cool.
It's about 30 by 50 in an odd shape.
Okay, just for mapping, that's all.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's a door in the southwest and lots of bones. This might be where they just get rid of the sacrifices. It could be okay. It could just be lots of harmless old bones. I say from 40 or 50 feet away.
The last set of bones kind of came to life, I guess. So it might be no harm to. How did we shuffle them the last time?
I think I might have mage handed them around. I can't remember.
Okay.
I think I moved some. Yeah, because there was a pile of bones on top of a chest, and I moved them with mage hand, like one by one, or a few by few.
Okay. So should we move up towards the door and try that?
Yeah, let's walk forward and float this torch ahead of us. The 3 of us walk forward until and we can put the torch right over the bones and see if anything happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to do what? Put the torch.
I'm going to float, so I'm going to keep the torch maximum range, which is like 40 foot away from me, and I'm going to walk forward, floating the torch ahead of me, and I'm going to float it up above the bones. Just have a look at the extent of the pile of bones and see if anything goes berserk.
Okay. Let's see. Sadly, nothing goes berserk as this torch floats above this pile of bones. And yeah, it's just dozens and dozens of bones. Some look newer than others. Some are, still have dried blood on them, this sort of thing. Some might even have bits of flesh. But yeah.
Yeah, human sacrifice style. Okay, awesome.
I wonder where their gear is kept.
It's probably taken off them before they're sacrificed.
I wonder.
We don't see any glints of metal or like jewelry or anything on these skeletons, do we?
No, you don't. And no weapons either, sadly.
Okay. And do the bones, do they look human?
Yeah. You're pretty confident they're human. You might see the odd,
Humanoid.
elf or dwarf or something, or humanoid, but yeah, it's all in the same family.
Cool. And yeah, okay. And in this room, so I assume now we've walked into the room. It's a big diamond. There's just the door in the southwest. No other doors, is there?
Correct.
Okay. And no torches to be lit or anything like that?
There are, in fact,
dark, yeah.
there are 4. There's one in each corner of the room.
Because I think this is cool, I'm going to walk over and float my torch over and light the northern one, and then make my way around the room doing it.
It can easily be done, and yeah, in no time you have a nice full view of this beautiful pile of sacrificial offerings.
Cool.
But yeah, nothing spurs to life. For better or worse.
Well, I guess we could always open that southwestern door. Usual door opening procedure. What do you
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
think? Okay. So I'll go to the southeast of the door, up against the wall, 10 foot away from it. So I'm slightly nearer to the eastern passage if I have to run away. We'll put Richter northwest of it, and Lauren standing at an angle, not in front of it, so we can look in. And I will open the door
Very
with
good.
magic from 10 feet away.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the door just kind of pushes right open. It's an old wooden door. Creaks open. Nothing happens. And what you're looking at, I think you can see the torchlight, is a pretty narrow chamber that looks like it, or passageway rather, kind of goes downwards just a little bit. It's kind of a mild decline. It's rolling off into the darkness there. It's not lit. It's just stone floors, stone walls, typical cave, basically.
Should you move down it with your torch, or do you want to move down it a little subtler than that?
I think I should probably put my torch down, because I'm trying to have a look at the cantrips, and they have a duration. Cantrips particularly have a range of 10 feet. Now, obviously, this one specifically is longer, and a duration of instantaneous. And it doesn't say how long the duration of Mage Hand is, so I'm going to assume it's over by now anyway. So I'm going to take my torch in hand.
Okay.
And have a look. So there's this passageway going to the southwest, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go down it. What could go wrong?
Yeah. So we're committed at this stage.
Yeah, we should be. You coming, Richter?
Safer than going back.
And Richter, of course, nods, but first looks to Dagon, who gives him just a cold look, cold stare. But okay, so who's going first? I guess Dagon or Richter.
No, Lauren will go first.
Okay, cool, very good.
And Richter can go second.
What if someone comes up behind us?
I'll keep an eye. But yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so this decline, this little passageway starts to kind of turn around, like it starts to turn, basically heading almost in like a J that starts to loop back. So essentially you're heading southwest, right? So then it just starts to go more westward, more westward than north, and then
it's
a
going
little
down
bit
all the
to
time,
the
yeah?
south. Yes, and it's going down, so it's
So
takes a little while.
Yeah, we'd be below the floor we were on previously, yeah?
Correct.
Okay.
And eventually you do come into this wider flat chamber. It's just stone. It's empty. There's another chamber. So let's say you're facing south. It's about a 40 by 40 room.
Okay.
On the west wall, there's a chamber. There's a passageway. Aside from that, it is dark and it is quiet.
Well, Lauren, you wanted to go first.
So is there anything in the chamber? Or is it just an empty chamber with a door in the west wall?
It's just an empty chamber. There's no door. It's just like a passageway that go on the west
Okay.
wall.
Just an empty chamber. An empty dark chamber, right?
Well, yeah, naturally. Of
Lauren,
course.
you have dark vision. I don't.
I don't.
Okay.
Does Richter?
No, I don't think so. I think he was a human. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're doing without it. So should we examine the east wall in case there's something weird going on in an empty room? Or
So I have my torch out. I will walk behind you if you'd like. Or I don't really feel like wandering over into the dark on my own. Come along, Richter. Let's have a look around this room in case there's anything strange going on. Let
So
him
Richter's,
stride first.
So yeah, he strides into the room.
And I'm just
of
5
course-
foot behind him with the torch out.
Okay, good. Yeah. So yeah, nothing seems to affect him. You want him to go down this westward chamber, basically.
I guess we wanted to examine the eastern wall first.
Ah, right. Okay, so let's see. He would be actually pretty confident that it's just a stone wall. It's old. It's clearly carved out of the mountain, but doesn't appear to be hollow or anything.
Okay. So so I'll approach the western.
Okay.
See what see down the corridor.
I'll follow along behind you.
Okay. Yep. So it just goes about 10, 15 feet before breaking off to the north. If you want to continue following it.
Yeah.
I'll follow it to the junction.
Okay. And around that corner, it's just looks like maybe another 20 feet down. It's not terribly far. Is another chamber, a bit smaller than this one, but of course very dark.
Good man, Richter. I'll say, handing him a torch for his left hand. On you go. And I'll take out another torch and light that myself.
Very good.
He doesn't have a shield, Richter, so he might as well carry a torch.
Yeah.
This is true. Okay, very good. Okay, so yeah, so so Richter walks into this next chamber, and again, this one's maybe 20 by 20. It's not terribly large, but as he walks in, he looks quite frightened and just kind of starts mumbling some stuff, turning around. He just looks really nervous. And he'll explain to you basically that he feels like the shadows are watching him.
I'll say, Dagon, get out of the shadows. Come on, man. You're spooking him.
Dagon just like pops up right behind you, probably right up to your neck, and just whispers, "I'm here."
Oh, good. That's reassuring. So we'll try and keep an eye on the shadows in that room, and I will not go into the room. I'll be standing at the threshold, looking in, holding up my torch, and seeing if any of the shadows start moving towards us or anything creepy like that.
Yeah, in fact, the shadows would look like they're almost like sliding along the walls and the floors, kind of. At first, you think it's natural, or maybe your eyes playing tricks on you, but after a moment, yeah, you get the impression that they're following you.
I think perhaps we should run away. I don't know. I don't like this. So, can I see now? Is it shadows or black figures in the dark?
No, it's the shadows themselves.
Shadows. Well, that's not great.
So
Yeah, I'm going to start backing away.
Okay.
okay, and I'll back away with you.
Now, come on, Richter. What are we going to do? I think we should reverse, my man. Let's see if they follow us out of this room and back to the other big room.
And Richter would just nod and rush to the other room, and the shadows are in fact following.
Okay, so Lauren, what do you think? Stand and fight or run away? You know, if we do run away, what will we do with the rest of our day? That's my only argument for standing to fight, to be honest. Running away seems more sensible.
Can we see how many shadows there are?
Yeah, you would be able to pick out there's 4 of them.
I'm going to be pretty much useless in this fight, I'd say.
And so, how far back are we? How far away are we from the bone room?
Let's see. You'd have to go back up the windy passage. So it would take you a few minutes to get back for sure.
We could go. Yeah, we could run back to that room with all the torches we lit and see if they follow us
Yeah.
there. That might be a better place to stand and fight.
Yeah, if we're going to stand, that seems like the place to do it.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's jog back to there and see if they're still following us.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, and you get the impression that they have not followed you up.
Excellent. Have you heard the term kiting. Let's go down and shoot at them from a distance and then run away. That should encourage them to follow us.
Okay, so that's what you want to do? You want to go like creep around and try to
Well,
just...
I'm not going to shoot at them with my daggers. I'm going to see what Lauren thinks of that idea.
I just googled
What
that
if
to
we
make sure
can
it's a real thing.
damage them? I have a magical dagger. Do you have any magical weapons?
I have a magical spear,
Good.
but
I will
I'm
actually.
not as good with a spear as I am with a bow.
Yeah. Do you don't have magical arrows or anything like that?
I don't. Okay, so you guys stay here, and I will walk down the passageway with a torch. So I'll take Richter's torch and I'll walk down the passageway. And how far down the passageway do I get before I see these shadows?
Basically, getting back to the bottom, they'd be kind of lurking in that first chamber at the bottom of the passageway.
Okay, and can I, from outside outside the room, try and shoot one of them?
Yeah, why not? Sounds good to me.
So that's
Well, they would actually be surprised that you came back. So you can,
So am I.
so am I. So that's 12.
The 12 just misses. You need a 13,
Okay.
sadly. And what weapon were you using?
It's just a bow.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's see. Roll initiative just so we can have an order because they are going to try to attack. Let's see. They're on a 2.
4 I am.
Okay, cool. So yeah, what do you want to do?
So I will move back as far as I can and see if they follow me into the passageway.
Okay, and is Richter with you?
No, he stayed with Bilford.
Okay, cool. So you're not back. Okay, and it looks like at least the one that you hit will try to chase, but as far as how far he will chase you, you can't tell. But he is
Okay.
going to move on his turn.
Are you going to shout a warning or anything that you're coming? Or
Well, I'm still quite a distance away, so.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So can I move and shoot him again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let me try that. Okay, so once again I miss him
Okay.
because I threw a 1. So yeah, I'll move as far away from them as I can and see what they do.
Okay.
I'm going to give one of my holy waters to Richter upstairs while all this madness is going on.
He'll take it and just kind of clutch it in his hand, I guess.
I'm going to say, I don't know if we can hurt them. This might do it.
And he just nods. Dagan laughs. But let's see, their turn. Yeah, they're not going to chase you, sadly. So you're pretty
Okay.
sure that, yeah, you're okay.
Okay. So did they move to the door even, or are they still?
Yeah, they kind of moved towards the passageway, but they didn't go up it.
Okay. So is it my go again?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just shoot them again and see what happens.
Cool.
So that's 17.
Oh yeah.
For 1 damage, assuming a standard bow can damage them.
You get the impression that it doesn't do anything to it.
Okay. So I will back away slowly and make my way back to the rest of the party, where I will explain that they don't seem to be willing to come into the passageway, and that standard weapons don't seem to do them any harm at all.
Okay, perhaps if they can't pass a certain threshold, we could either poke them from the other side of the threshold with your long magical spear if they're stupid enough to come stand on the threshold, or else go in there, fight them briefly with our magical weapons, and have a place to run away to if we need to. But they also might do horrible things to us if they touch us.
Okay. So,
or we could go elsewhere, but
yeah, there's only one other place to go, really. So I think this one is the... I'm reluctant to run away from a few shadows.
Yes, you, sir, will not live long.
But is there any way to light the room?
I am planning on casting a light on one of them to see if that, by any chance, completely blocks it. I have no idea. Other than that, lighting the room, I have a torch and a lantern even.
Okay.
And I have 2 holy waters, one of which I've given to Richter.
Okay. I also have 2 holy waters that we picked up along the way, so I should give one to you and one to Richter, right?
You probably... I have no dex bonus to hit. Maybe, I suppose, hopefully your sword will be working. Your spear.
Yeah.
I'd be worried that if they touch us, they'll drain strength or levels or hit points or something horrible like that.
Okay.
That's out of character, obviously, but that's what I'm thinking.
Right, well, come here. Sure, we're not going to find out what they'll do until we try and attack
poke them with something.
Yeah. So why don't we go down?
I'm going to pass my magical dagger over to Richter and say, "Good luck with that." And I'm going to I might considering throwing holy water or casting light on one of them. Good work.
Okay.
That all sounds good, yeah.
Okay, so let's go down and try a combination of all that, and hope that they don't decide to chase us this particular time.
If we really piss them off.
Yeah. Okay.
Richter, take good care of that weapon, okay?
Really quick, we'll just keep the same initiative so far, but I guess, Greg, you can roll if you want to be involved.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have 4.
Okay, Richter's also on a 5. Dagan, again, we're just hanging back. Okay, then... Okay, so yeah, we go back to Lauren at the top.
Those creepy necromantic writings I read, they don't say anything about any creatures like this by any chance, do they?
Actually, they probably would have something about these creatures, I suppose. Like information about them.
Yeah, like anything, like what I know in any way, what they are, what their capabilities are, what their weaknesses. Like not all of that, just don't know anything.
Basically, just there are reports, we'll say, in your necromantic scrolls there that do talk about just shadow creatures. Basically, they're only harmed by magic and magic weapons, and a substantial amount of torchlight or lantern light or sunlight or something.
Awesome. Oh, I have light. I'm totally going to cast light on one of these fuckers.
Probably just something.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay, so...
And I have a torch out, and Richter has a torch in his other hand, so...
Yeah, okay. So, can I throw holy water as a... Is that a ranged attack?
It is. Where's that? Holy water, page 49. Oh no, hang on. The flask breaks if thrown against the body of a corporeal creature, but to use it against an incorporeal creature, it must be opened and poured out on the target, generally requiring the attacker to be adjacent to the target. Awesome.
Nice.
It does 1d8 points of damage though if you get a direct hit.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you can stand next to it.
So my modifier is only for bows, so
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll just use the spear +1 gives me +1 to hit as well as +1 to damage, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
probably
So
have a +1 bonus just for your level. Anyway, I can't remember.
I have +2 for my level and +1 for the spear.
Actually, level 4 fighter, which I think you count as, is
No,
+3
I'm-
attack bonus.
I'm still 201 XP short of being level 4.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
You suck,
Yeah. So
I have a +2 attack bonus. I'm awesome.
that'll come in handy at the back.
Well, I'm going to have some water in my hands, and I'm ready to pour on somebody. Okay. So, will I just cast light on one of them first and see how that goes? Because that's
Yeah.
ranged.
That
So,
seems reasonable, yeah.
so from,
Yeah, go for it.
from our side of the threshold, I'm going to cast light on whichever one of them is the nearest.
Yeah, we'll say it was the one that Lauren had shot at.
Yeah, cool. So I'm not sure what the range of that is. I think it might be 100 feet, but it's definitely
It'll
at
be
least
close
40.
enough, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's 120 feet. Cool. So I don't know what you want to do if it affects it in any way. If I was trying to blind it, for example, it would get a saving throw versus death ray. I'm assuming this would not be blinding it.
No, this is going to be a bit different just because it's these shadow things. Go ahead and, you can do automatic damage with the light spell.
Cool.
Or let's see, how about a D8 damage?
Okay.
Why not?
7. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
And now that will last. If it was cast on normal, it would last 10 turns.
Okay.
Or will it just go out? Like whatever you think, basically.
Yeah, we'll say it just has a nice flash of lights.
Cool.
Let me think. I'm gonna make this kind of cool for you. So it'll do the 7 points to one of the other ones standing next to it as well, just because of how bright it is.
Awesome.
Okay, so 2 of them take 7 points.
I wonder what would have happened if I'd cast darkness instead.
Super monster shadow creature. That'd be great. You can try it. You can,
No. Sadly, I've used my light. If only.
Okay, so yeah, 2 of these are quite wounded. You can tell just because the shadow is a bit dimmer.
Cool. Well, good luck, Lauren.
So, is there one of them that I can hit with a spear without stepping into the room? Or do I need to step into the room?
You would have to step in, I think, but it wouldn't be too far into the room. Maybe 5 to 10 feet into the room.
Okay, so I will step into the room and try and hit one of the injured shadows with my spear. Oh my god. So that is another 1. So I'm presuming that's a miss.
That is a miss.
Get him, Richter.
Yeah, I guess Richter can try with his dagger. Let's see. Oh, wow, he got a 20. Okay. So
nice. Triple damage, right?
Yeah, I wish. Automatic hits. Some magic dagger. Okay, wow, so 3 points. We'll say it was also to one of the wounded ones. And this shadow looks like it is almost put out, basically.
Come on, Richter, you can do better than that. I'll shout from the back.
Dagon, as you say that, places his cold hand on your shoulder. But that's his turn. And
I start edging towards the comforting shadow.
Yeah. God. And then let's say it's the shadow's turns. So we'll have let's see, one go for Lorne and one go for Richter. But let's see what happens with that. We have a miss on Lauren and a hit on Richter with the 17, I believe. So
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not a lot of damage. Okay. Do y'all have his hit points by chance? Because I don't.
No.
I might just.
I don't
only
only
five?
because I lost all my
Five?
notes on my other hard drive.
Do they all have 5 or something? Or did we actually roll?
I think for him we'd rolled.
They have the hit points for Brobo Fungus, if that helps.
No. Heck.
I missed him. He was cool.
I'll say he has just 8. I'll just give him
Yeah,
8
cool.
the 8 for it. So he took 3 points there.
Of
so
ordinary damage, nothing horrific happened to him.
Actually, he does lose 1 point of his strength. Let's see what that was. So he's a level 1 fighter, I guess. So let's see. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. So he had 15 strength, now he has 14. We'll see. So I need to write that down actually. So okay, so 15 strength is now 14. Okay, and he has 8 hit points. Okay, cool. Yep, so he has 5 hit points left. The other 2 shadows. Okay. What are they going to do? We'll have one more go for Richter. And 15 shadows. Okay. Okay, and it misses with an 11. And the last one, it's a pretty fickle creature. He's actually going to flee back towards the other chamber. So you just have the 3.
Excellent, I think.
Perhaps. Okay, so it's back to your turn, your side.
Okay. Are those 3 guys, are they within 5 feet of each other?
Yeah, actually, because one's relatively close to you and 2 are close to Richter, so they're all kind of within that.
Okay, so I will try and use holy water in instead of my spear.
Oh, yeah, do it.
Is that? I presume that's a roll to hit again, is it?
Yeah.
Natural 20 plus 2 for
Okay.
22.
Definitely will hurt all 3 of them.
So that's 1d8 for the one that was attacking me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 7 points of damage for him.
It's dead, yep.
And 1d6 for each of the other 2.
Damn.
Which is 5 for the first guy and 2 for the second guy.
Okay, it brings down the second guy who had 2 hit points left, and the other guy is quite hurt.
Okay.
So what about Lauren, go ahead.
Sorry, so my guy is gone as well, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, there's just one
So
left.
there's only 1 left. Okay. So Bill,
It is
you're
quite
up.
dim.
Well, I was going to try and do that, but maybe we should save the. We've only 2 holy walls. Maybe I should save them now. It's just this one injured guy left, and you guys both have magic weapons. So I'm just going to go. Good show.
Okay, and I guess Richter will try to hit perhaps the last one. With a 16. I think that, yep, that hits. And then dagger. Oh, damn. Okay, 2 points of damage. So it doesn't quite bring it down, but it is getting quite close, you can see. And on its turn, it is going to, let's see how it's going to fucking run off as well. So y'all can take 3 actions on it.
So I'll try and stab it with my spear as it flees.
Okay.
Which is 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough, is it?
No.
And Richter will probably stab it.
Yeah, Richter's going to lash out at it.
And Bilford will wave at it.
Yeah, well, like I can't do anything. I'll keep clutching my holy water, remembering there's another one of these things completely undamaged.
Yes. Richter does hit it.
Good man, Richter.
Okay, he hits it for 3, which is enough to kill it with 3 left, actually.
Excellent. I'm going to go over to
Good
Richter
man,
and say,
Richter.
2 left.
well
yeah, so-
done. I think you should probably keep that dagger. It would feel a bit unfair to take it away from you now. If you do get a better weapon, though, will you give that back? Okay, it'd be quite useful for me, but you keep it for the moment.
He just nods.
Thanks. Good work. Good work.
Do you not have a
Nods.
second?
Well, I do, but not magical. You know, I've got plenty of daggers, but not this magical one's very useful.
Oh, sorry. I thought you had 2 from those 2 wizards that we took out.
Do I? I actually might. It's so out of character. I might. Well, it's hard to remember, to be honest.
Yeah, you can. I'll say you do. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm
Okay,
sure
cool.
remember the one that you charmed and then got killed.
Sounds right. Yeah.
There was
I
2
didn't get him
wizards.
killed. Sean fucking
No,
murdered
but
him.
yeah. He got charmed. He joined our side, and then he got murdered.
And then
Um,
massacred him. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there was 2 wizards
Okay.
in that party, and they both had.
Did they? Okay, good
Yeah,
man.
fairly
Okay, yeah,
sure.
because I would have definitely taken one. Okay, great. Anyway, Richter, you keep that. Good work. I'll
Okay.
take out my other one, which I'd totally forgotten I had from my pocket. Oh, yeah.
Very good. It's a deep pocket. Let's say.
Okay, and then I guess we should move into the next room and see if the 4th
Keep an eye
shadow
out
is still there.
for the
Oh, yeah. So, okay, so you can go to that next chamber, and you would not see this shadow. And in fact, the door on the western wall is open,
Ah,
Oh.
because apparently shadows need to open doors.
hmm.
So,
Fair enough. They have to flow over surfaces instead of through things, so that sounds fair.
yeah.
Anyway, let's have a look
Okay.
at that door, Lauren.
Yeah,
Someone's
I'll
already opened it for you. I'm not needed here.
approach the door and have a look through the door.
Okay, and again, it's just heading off westward, this passageway. Then it breaks off to the south, kind of curves down to the south.
Are there any dark shadows by any chance?
Not immediately, no, you don't see anything.
Okay, well, I guess we should probably go that way. What could
I
go
guess
wrong?
so. So yeah, I'll just approach the curve and just slowly work my way around until I can see what's going far enough around that I can see the southern passage to what else is there.
And keep an eye on the ceiling and any shadows as well. Keep out for
Okay.
recesses.
Okay, you wouldn't see the shadow at least, but it's just south, heading south, just another passageway. Just cave walls, of course, and it looks like maybe 50 feet south. Looks like there's a narrow rectangular chamber, at least from what you can see from where you are. No light or anything. It's pretty dark.
Okay,
Well,
so
I have a torch out. Richter has a torch out. I guess we'll follow along close behind you, casting light ahead of you.
yeah, that seems like a plan.
I
So
you
I'll
have your
just
spear,
head.
yeah?
I have my spear, yeah.
Okay. And as you're getting closer, you start to hear the noise. It sounds like rushing water almost. And it gets louder and louder as you approach this room.
Okay. So I guess we'll just keep on going until we get to the entrance.
And
Yeah, I'll follow along.
So yeah, and this is like I said, just like a narrow rectangular sort of room, and in the center of it, cutting across it, kind of splitting it in half. On the far side, you can see in the wall a passageway heading south again, kind of in the top left of the room, so the southeast wall. But anyways, there's rushing water in this like chasm in front of you, and there is of course a narrow rope bridge going across it. It's maybe 30 feet deep, across 30 feet across. Depth-wise to the rushing water, it's probably about 40 feet. It's a little deep.
Is it running fast?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And when it's exiting the room, is there like a grate or Does it just flow out of the room?
It's just flowing out. Like, so if you're looking at it, looking down into this chasm, it's coming out of, like, let's say kind of off to the bottom left in this chasm, kind of under this room, basically, just a natural hole, basically. It's not like a gate or anything.
Okay. So I just mentioned to Bilford offhand that it doesn't look like going into the water is a good idea.
Yeah, I agree.
And what shape is the bridge in?
It's old, but it's standing.
Is there anything? Well, we could always hammer iron spikes into the ground and tie a rope to it, and then tie the rope around ourselves just in case. Like, just, spitballing, if the bridge were to collapse under us, and dump us in the river, then at least we wouldn't be dragged into a dark cave that may not have any air holes above it and all sorts of horrible stuff.
And we did find some rope.
Oh yeah, not
the
light rope
Grimlocks.
anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so that seems.
And we don't see a shadow in this room, right?
No, not in this room, sadly.
Okay.
Sad for me.
Okay, so yeah, we'll attach ourselves to a spike, and I guess I'll try and move across the bridge first.
Okay, 1 second, check some numbers. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's useless for me. Okay, so, yep, so,
Excellent.
So you can make it across this bridge, no problem. It does rock a bit, but yeah, you can make it across to the other side. No problem.
So I guess I'll untie myself and throw the rope back, and then I will move up. I guess I can't really see anything, so I'll just wait for Bilford and Richter to come across.
I'll tie the rope around my waist, check the spike that I hammered into the ground, and then cautiously cross the bridge.
Okay, yeah, again, you make it, no problem.
Okay. And
so
then
Richter and Dagan are just left, I guess, on the other side.
Yep, I'll untie the rope. Richter can pull it back because obviously one end's beside him with the spike. He can do the same thing and follow us across. And then if he makes it across, I assume Dagan will cartwheel across the bridge.
Basically, so Richter would make it across normally. Dagan would do a handstand and yeah, cartwheel.
Good man. Excellent.
Yeah. His bag in tow. Everything still in it.
His bag of toes, was that it? Just to clarify.
His bag drops a toe into the chasm. No, it's nice and sealed. Ever lumpy. But yeah, so you're basically on the other side of this chasm. And yeah, you can continue into the chamber beyond if you wish.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, so this one does start to decline again, just a little bit. Not a lot. But
okay, so we're leaving our rope behind there. I have another one from the Grimlocks, but we just leave that one tied to that spike in case we're coming back.
Okay. I still have two as well, or one as well. So.
Cool.
Okay. Yep, so again, this just heads down into darkness a bit. Not terribly long, we'll say maybe. And you were looking at another square stone chamber. But this one is filled with like this huge boulder in the center of the room. Aside from that, there is a passageway on the south wall you can see around the boulder.
Okay, I'm going to look at all the shadows suspiciously, and then I'm going to look at this large boulder.
Okay. It's just a huge rock. You have no idea how it would have gotten there. But it is there. It does have carvings on it, though. Kind of wrapping around it. I don't know if
what do the carvings look like?
It's like this runic kind of language. I don't know if you would recognize it, though. You can do an intelligence check on it.
Okay. Oh, I failed that.
Okay, yeah, it just looks like the scribblings of a madman, like Dagon.
Dagon,
probably.
were you here earlier?
And you don't see Dagon; he's disappeared. But
Oh no!
Okay.
I hope that thing that's been stalking us and killing all our followers hasn't got him.
How tall is the boulder?
it's about 12 feet tall, about 12 feet wide as well.
Okay. I'll have Richter give me a boost up, and I'll climb up on top of the boulder and see if there's anything I can see on top.
Yeah, from the top you can see, we'll say the chamber, or the passageway rather, on the south, the room, so in front of you basically. And that one is quite wide. It's about a 15-foot, 13-foot wide chamber, and it is declining as well. Decline, not perilously, sharp, but it does go down into darkness.
Okay. And do I feel like the boulder could move easily when I'm on it, or does it seem
It would
like
take
it's
a lot to
solid?
push it. Yeah, like if you lean against it, it's not going to fall. It wouldn't be improbable that it could move.
Will we try and push it to the east and see if there's anything underneath it? I don't think we should block the passages with it.
No. Okay, we can try that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can say the three of you, Dagon kind of appearing in the background won't help, but let's see. We can do a strength check. I guess whoever has the highest strength, I'll allow to do a strength check
Not
with
me.
a +2.
That'd have to be Richter because I'm only 10.
Okay, so Richter has a 15 because he gets the strength back after
Oh,
one round or what have you. So let's see. It's a 15, so he wants to get a 15 or lower. But -2 with it. Oh yeah, so he got to 10, so an 8. Yeah, so yeah, he can with the help from Bilford and Lauren, Richter can definitely push this massive boulder a bit to the east, away from the where it was perfectly lined up with the next declining hallway.
Oh, as if you could roll it down the hallway. Maybe we should roll it down the hallway. So there was nothing underneath it, yeah?
Correct. Well, actually, I say that. Excuse me. There was, in fact, it's this like mechanism. It looks like that would kind of lift from the backside of the boulder.
And send it down
and
after
send it
you
down,
go past it.
Yeah. As
Indiana
far as what
Jones
triggers that, you didn't see anything, but yeah, it definitely would have done the whole Raiders of the Lost Ark business.
Will we push it down ahead of us then?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, so you want to push it back in the?
We'll push it back on, and then we'll shove it down. It may take a bit of time, but let's shove it down that decline.
Oh no, you get it first try. You'll be able to send it down, and it you can see it kind of start to catch like speed as it heads into the darkness there, and you can hear it rolling away. And after some time, you do hear a kind of a muffled, like crashing, slamming sound, and sound of like falling rocks and things. It is kind of far off, perhaps around
Excellent.
a few turns.
Okay.
Hopefully something was in the way.
Well, I guess we should move on south then.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
Good.
Okay. So yeah, we move out in the standard formation we've had, and we'll move into the top of this new room with the declining floor.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and this passageway, of course, goes down south before it starts to curve around, heading east, almost making like an upside down question mark before it goes north just a bit, so like north by northeast. And at the end, we'll say by the time you get there, the dust is settled. But yeah, there's like looks like there was a stone door, a very heavy stone door that was probably locked. Or barred shut or something, and it's just busted open and like around the doorway and things. And in this room beyond it, you do see the boulder against the far north wall.
Okay.
And it has just missed another door, but yeah. If that works, do y'all want to maybe call it there? Because I know, Rob, you got to go soon. Maybe give you a little time to.
Yeah, I'm happy enough if you guys are.
But yeah, it's
That
actually a
works for
pretty
me.
good spot. There's still a little bit more before the not the boss fight. But yeah, I hope you had a good time. I'll
Yeah, I enjoyed that, Marcus. I really enjoyed that.
throw
I
up.
like that
Yeah,
sort of
good game.
thinking your way through. I find that very fun.
Yeah. I'm glad y'all aren't just like rushing forward into it.
Into certain. Oh, there's two of us. We're dead.
It's
We'll be
definitely
dead
making
in
it more
5
interesting.
minutes. Yeah.
Basically. But yeah.
I-
Thanks a ton for playing. I mean, that was I love running this game with you guys. So it's a lot of fun for me.
Good. That's great. I enjoy playing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no, me
like that
too.
sort of thing. I like playing with Sean. Like, I think a slight element of madness is always fun. I really